We did it. We're live. I was expecting you to say something to try to get me giggle. And I think your brain was racking and you're like, am I going to do it? Nah, today's not the day. But either way, we can't thank you enough for listening. For whatever reason, you continue to come back. And this is the 14th of December. If you haven't bought any Christmas presents, you better do it soon. You got about 10 days. This is your friendly reminder. Go buy some stuff. Christmas is coming. Happy Hanukkah to all the people that celebrate that as well. If you don't have presents or whatever, I don't really know how Hanukkah works. As dumb as it sounds. I know I've seen like some Adam Sandler movies. I know they light candles, but I don't know.
There's a lot of crazy nights from what I hear.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, and this isn't to, make fun of or anything of people that do. I just really don't know. And I have to imagine people that celebrate Hanukkah, they know all about Christmas. Maybe we need a little more love other than Adam Sandler.
The only thing that I know of with Hanukkah is Smokey Robinson, I think, had the cameo appearance this week that was going viral. He said, Happy Chanukah.
Ah, yes. It is a tough word, and that's coming from a guy that's not really good at saying words. I mean, you look at it, especially the English language is tough. There's a lot of words that are really tough, and that one, a lot of silent, a lot of weird letters to be Hanukkah. But either way, if you're listening and we've had Blur on the show a couple of times, we do have the ability to have some callers. So we're actually, at the time of the recording, we're live on TikTok telling people, hey, if they want to come in, you just download the app, Riverside, a couple local buddies, Tynan, maybe Zach, a bunch of people. They're always like, oh, I'm going to call in. It'll be fun, JP. So do it. Now's the time. We're down a co-host. Hopefully him and his family start feeling better soon. A lot of sickness going around. It's the holiday times, but it's also the sick time. And it sounds like it's not just in my area. It's everywhere. And I always think it's weird because everybody gets together for Thanksgiving. They bring all these different germs, and then they all share pumpkin pie and too much Cool Whip that apparently is really good on everything, according to Brandon McDermott, the Food Daddy Supreme. And then everybody gets sick. So there's that. But
Cool Whip's a condiment, right? Do we consider that a condiment?
It has to be, right? I mean, if you're going to put,
so.
I mean, ketchup, mustard, condiments, Cool Whip, you don't, I mean, I guess what defines a condiment? Because, I mean, you have to put it on something to enhance something else, right?
Right. And I feel like everything that Cool Whip touches blesses it. So,
well, let's see. The definition of a condiment is preparation that is added to food, typically after cooking, to impact a specific flavor, to enhance the flavor, or to complement the dish. The table condiment, or table sauce, is more specifically a condiment that is served separately from the food and is added to taste by the diner.
Condiment.
It's the Cool Whip is a condiment. If you had to say the top 10 condiments, what are the top 10 condiments according to Google and erudus.com? I was going to try to say it, but I just like Hanukkah, it looks like a tough one to say, so I'm going to avoid that one. But they did an article, the top 10 most popular condiments, and they all have something in common, apparently. What's your guess?
What they have in common?
Or the top 10 condiments.
Oh, if I had to guess, I mean, ketchup's got to be number one, I would assume.
Yeah.
Mustard's got to be up there. Ranch. I mean, would you consider barbecue sauce? Like, yeah, that's a condiment. That's a condiment. I would assume.
Yeah, for sure.
But Chick-fil-A sauce is probably ranked up there. What else? I don't know. What am I skipping here? There's probably some, but honey mustard.
Yeah, there's some ones that so you got yellow mustard. There's also Dijon mustard.
Oh, so you have to go through all the different mustards? Because if so, spicy brown is number one.
They only put 2 of the mustard, so apparently only 2 of them are getting some love. They went relish, which, I mean, there's a lot of hot dog consumers. Do you put relish on anything else?
So I do whenever I make my mac sauce. If I'm making homemade mac sauce, I use a little relish in there. That's the only thing I use it for.
Vinegar, also apparently pretty popular. Apparently there's a whole bunch of people that use vinegar on fries instead of ketchup or Arby's sauce or, some other better options. Wasabi, fun to say, also apparently a top 10 condiment. Not something I mess with, but
no.
Hot sauce. A lot of hot sauce. Hot sauce is versatile. You could technically put that on a hot dog. You put that on some mac and cheese. You can put it on pretty much anything.
Yes.
I agree with that one. Dijon mustard, mayo, ketchup, barbecue sauce, and soy sauce.
Mayo
Top
is
10
top tier as
condiments.
well. So, I mean, are you?
Yeah.
I think we've talked about this before. Are you a Hellman's person? Or are you a Miracle Whip?
No, I'm Hellman's.
So,
Team Hellman's.
I guess I am not picky, but I was very big into Miracle Whip my entire life, and then the missus is like, we eat Hellman's around here, and I was like, oh shit, do we? I guess I've never tasted difference. So to me, it makes no difference as long as it's cold and it's going on a delicious club sandwich. It's going down.
Yeah, no, like I said, I mean, I've had it. I don't know. It's not like worth the argument. I guess if there was some in there, I'd potentially do it. But nobody's going to take some Miracle Whip and put it on some bread and make a grilled cheese. All right, I'm always on the mayonnaise, and I know there's a whole butter mayonnaise, and kind of feel bad. I feel like almost like we're cheating on Brandon, having this intense food talk and some pretty good stuff when the food daddy's not here. And I feel like he always
Blasphemy.
is like, I'm the one that brings up the food talk, but we just love food. We're dudes. Look at us. We love to eat. I mean, it's something that we do every day, thankfully, and uh, man,
And we like to save money with those apps. And every time someone's always talking about like, hey, what's the last deal you had? I'm like, fuck. Arby's had this two can dine for $9.99, and they're like, no, like, did you buy any clothes or anything like that? I was like, not that I can remember, but I do buy food a lot. That's an everyday thing. Yeah, I like food.
I went to Arby's yesterday, and I don't get Arby's a lot because there's not one near me. So I was so excited, I didn't even take the time to download the app and just went straight in. We were just like, let's just get those meals. Let's
It's
just
so
jump in
worth
it.
it.
Well, the oldest got the Good Burger meal, and the sauce on it, it was really good, but it's one of those sauces that reminds you of something else, but we couldn't figure out what it was that it tasted like. And she said it was awesome. She swapped out it comes with crinkle fries. The only thing you can customize when you order the Good Burger apparently is the fries, crinkle or curly. Burger
Okay.
has to be as is, and it has to be the strawberry shake. You
So
get no options.
I hear that the strawberry shake is amazing. I heard it's actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, they both the kids. So the youngest is like goes out to eat and it's French fries, no matter what, French fries. And her meal at Arby's is 4 mozzarella sticks, small fry, strawberry milkshake because it is bussin', as she says.
Girl dinner.
Bussin'. Yeah. So I'm like, wow, do you want a little salad with that too and a diet soda or what are we doing here?
So
But yeah.
I was going to say I've heard that they actually clean their ice cream machines unlike McDonald's. I hear that the someone said that the McFlurries taste like chicken nugget grease, and I was like,
Oh.
it's been a while since I had a McFlurry, but it does have kind of a distinct taste, and maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. And even my old man was like, Jesus, I brought your uncle to McDonald's the other day after he just got out of the hospital and it was $12 for a McDonald's meal. And I was like, gotta hit up that app. Save
That's
yourself some
right.
money. He's like, he looks at me. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just not gonna do that. Oh, fair. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, don't blame me. I guess. Yeah, keep spending all that money.
You know, damn it. Well, I
Anyways,
can get a meal for $4 over there.
yeah, but hey, go ahead and spend that $12. Crazy, crazy. But shout out to Deluxe Edition Network. Speaking of crazy, there's a whole bunch of crazy podcasters, some really good ones, and then us. But either way, make sure you guys check them out. DeluxeEditionNetwork.com. We got the podcast of the month, which is the Deluxe Edition podcast with Casey and Ray. Awesome stuff. They have some really good interviews, some funny dudes. We've had them on one of our shows. Ray told one of the funniest stories that that you should definitely check out. Go watch that episode with those guys. And also the Steve and Crypto Show. I was right the whole time, and I kept going, oh, it's the Steve and somebody Crypto Show. No, it's just the Steve and Crypto Show. So I do apologize to them. I had it right. I was thinking there was somebody else. So the Steve and Crypto Show, check them out as well. Deluxe Edition Network.com. Always add podcasts. If you want to be a part of the podcast, go to the website, submit your podcast, and we have a whole council of smart people. And then we go yes or no on the podcast. So again, you want to be a part of it. We got like 30 something podcasts on there that promote each other. I mean, if you go to Good Pods, if you go to the Good Pods site, which is a site for podcasters, the good ones are there. Pretty much what it does is it takes any podcast that's on Apple Music, throws it up there. You can rank them. Top 100 charts, I bet you 10%, if not more, are all from the Deluxe Edition Network. So go check it out. And our dude Goot and his podcast, the they where they go over the movies and stuff like that, they're constantly in the top 5 of the entire site. So
Barrel of Flicks, I
barrel aged
believe.
flicks,
Or
barrel aged
barrel aged.
flicks. Yep. awesome dudes, a lot of movies and stuff like this. It's awesome. You guys should check it out. They have a blast. We were talking Tuesday with Toby. Like if we all could get together, like we lived in the same area, got into a studio. It's a bunch of dudes. I'm not exactly sure where they're from. I'm going to say West Virginia area, and they have a huge table, bunch of mics on arms, and they just sit around this table, drink. They have custom drinks for it. Get a little bit tipsy. I think they do them on Friday nights, and just a bunch of dudes just having a good time sitting around there making a podcast. It is awesome. I love it. I'm really jealous of it. Like if we ever get super rich, we're putting a studio somewhere in the middle of all of us, which I'm where would that be? Because we got a little bit of what would you guys consider? You're not West Coast. You're not
So
Midwest. Are you guys
I'm,
Midwest?
I'm Midwest, which is still crazy that they consider like Ohio Midwest. But I'm trying to think.
Because we
What
got
would be
me
in the
pretty
middle?
much in Canada. We got Toby that's in
North.
southeast. We have Richie who's also southeast, and we have you and Brandon J are kind of near each other. We'd have to
Yeah.
almost go like what's below Ohio? Should pull up a map.
Is it Virginia, Tennessee,
Virginia would be nice.
or
Let's
Kentucky?
see. I think there's a website even that we should probably at some point. There's a website that's like meet me in the middle or something like that, and not whatever Katy Perry or whatever song meet me in the middle, not like that. But there's an actual app that says like if you're trying to meet somebody, you put in the two locations and it'll tell you exactly where the middle is. So if you have to drop
That
somebody
is
off or whatever,
sick.
yeah, it's awesome. I don't know if you can do multiple locations, but so if we're there, the middle. Here, let me try to pull this up. Let me pull this up on the screen. We're going to decide, ladies and gentlemen, and if you guys want us to start a GoFundMe where we can put a studio in, let's pick a state. Because I'm like up in this area. Toby's in this area. Richie's in this area. You're
Right
in
there. Yeah.
this area, right?
Yeah.
Right in there. And Brandon is like here.
Yep. Yep.
So
So,
we'd have to go like here, right?
so
Kentucky? Are we looking Kentucky
God, is there anything
or
good in
Indiana?
Kentucky? I would say either
Maybe.
Indiana or it might have to be Ohio.
You think Ohio?
I'm
Yeah,
just
I
trying to think
mean,
from North Carolina up, from essentially Canada down, and then Missouri and Nebraska over.
the farthest
Either
travelers would be me and Brandon if we went. I mean, that's probably all right. Do network, open the studio. We're renting
yes.
space.
God, I
We'll have to.
fucking
We
hate
should do some
Ohio.
research when we're not recording, just for fun, to say, hey, where is the middle, and how long would it take? Wouldn't it be? It would be ideal if, like, say, hypothetically, we could get somewhere once a week within 4 hours and have a
Right.
studio ready. You know what I mean? And just hang out, record. Know what we need to do here? We need to get somebody to become a flight attendant. So then we can get the hookup with the Friends Pass on the airline. And then once a week, we can get free flights or really cheap flights to fly to the studio, record, and then head out. That's what we got
That
to
would be
do.
sick. We do we have anybody in our friend group that even does anything with airlines? Because I do need an airline hookup.
I don't know for sure, but I know that Beard Gang's wife
Oh, that's
is in the biz.
right.
Yeah, yeah. And I texted him a little bit ago. I really miss him. I miss the old crew from the Triple T. A lot of those guys
Same.
with Dobby and Coffee and Aiden and Beard Gang and goes on and on. We had quite the crew. Obviously Toby and yourself are still here. Joe Myers. We need to do a reunion one and try to get everybody on. And like I said, it's just one of those things. We all kind of just got older, got busy, just kind of went our different ways. But Dobby, Dobby, can't forget Dobby. I don't know if I said him, but
Dude,
man,
that was
what a crew.
that was a legit crew. I peep in on their socials every once in a while, and I know Zach is actually posting again. He was, I think, he
Good.
took a 4 or 5 month hiatus, and which I think we all have at one point in time. So, but
Mm-hmm.
good to see him. He's been sharing some videos again, and his, of course, are always top tier. So, Zach, if you're listening, appreciate those
So
videos.
good,
Keep sending them.
so good. And they did have a second child. They had a boy, so that was cool. Probably a little bit of the hiatus. You know what I mean? Taking a little break, having a baby. It's been a long time since I've had a baby in the house, but I do remember lack of sleep. and trying to find that new routine. Thankfully, I'm a guy that loves coffee and tea, and I found Sasquatch Tea Company, and actually, I didn't really find them. The Instagram algorithm found them for me, and so I sent them a message. I was like, "Hey, you guys are amazing, and I want to show you guys these logos because this logo, this brand, it just screams me. And to be honest with you, like this isn't me just saying it. These guys are not, a friend of the show. We're not getting paid to do this. This is a pure organic me promoting like Sasquatch Tea Company. I mean, the logo has a big beard, mustache, has a lot of hair, American flag, bandana, and it's just so good. And if you want a sampler pack, you guys can go there. You can use code TRYME. Beard Laws does have a code, I do believe now. I'm personally going to go buy pretty much every single one of them. I've tried a bunch of them. I've tried this Yellowstone. I've tried the Breakfast Blend and one of the other ones. I think the King's Canyon, and they have some that's decaf as well as caffeine, 30 milligram, 40 milligram. It's so good, like unbelievable. The first time I tried tea was I know for a while ago, and it was a cheaper diner tea. I have to imagine they are getting just super, and it's very cheap. And tea is really good for you. So I was like, well, let me try this. It's only $14.99 for 20 of them. Pretty cheap. It is unbelievable. I mean, I look at the tea bags, giggity, and like just the black tea. It's just kind of like a cheaper looking thing. Like this looks like something almost like a salad of tea ingredients, like high quality stuff. It's awesome. So if you guys want, check out Sasquatch Tea Company, SasquatchTea.com. There's links in all the descriptions. It's good. I'm even trying to get Yuban to drink some tea.
I'm not much of a tea drinker, but I do have to wonder why the Sasquatch theme has been following me for my entire like TikTok career or whatever the fuck. Every time that I've been on, I mentioned one time when I was super stony baloney of how I fear that Sasquatch is going to kill me. Like I am 100% confident that's the way that I'm going to go out. And every once in a while, when I feel like I'm safe, I'm like, oh, haven't heard the term Sasquatch, no Bigfoot, nothing in a while. Shazam! Now the tea company, Sasquatch. And so that picture, PTSD, almost had
Mm-hmm.
flashbacks. Not good.
You
But
do make several references in your jokes about Sasquatch's dick and Bigfoot's dick. So I'm
yes,
thinking that's probably helping throw that into your algorithm.
maybe. I mean, it's picking it up on your end too. That's why your Instagram feed is showing you this.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch! I swear to God, that's gonna be the next sighting. They're finally gonna get a clear video of Bigfoot, and it's gonna be him manhandling my butthole and eventually killing me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's gonna be, and that's how my
Yep. Know
legacy is gonna
the
end.
know that cap cut or TikTok video that people were stitching with the elephant walking, and then all of a sudden there's the other trunk is dangling. There's going to be a
Yes.
video of a trail cam that fell or something. And Sasquatch is going to be walking by it, walks over it, and it's just dangling, and that's going to go viral as well. And um, man, yeah,
It's just a
Sasquatch tea. It's America's tea, built for America's people. I gotta ask you. So not to continue this PTSD, but you think Bigfoot's real? Sasquatch? Are they out there? There's all these shows, all these people faking stuff. What's your thoughts on this?
you know what? A part of me believes that there might be something that there possibly could be. Um, with the amount of technology that we have, I don't know. You know what? I've debated it internally. Yes, he's real, and he's gonna kill me, 100%.
He's gonna get you for sure. I mean, there has to be, right? Like I said, the world's too big. I mean, yeah, the majority of it is ocean, and I can't imagine a Sasquatch or Bigfoot is going to be in an ocean by any means. He probably goes in there, maybe drinks some water, takes a dump in there, doesn't have a bidet. But I mean, at some point, I mean, there's a lot of woods and some stuff that we haven't seen. I know in this area, it'd be perfect. Have a Bigfoot somewhere in here, whole bunch of farmland, whole bunch of woods, some hicks out there hunting. Probably a little drinking too much. Maybe, I mean, there's never been anybody that I know in the area that's like, I saw a Bigfoot or I saw a Bigfoot. But I mean, you got to think yeah, not that I've watched the show, but I've seen highlights of these shows and they got all these like feet print and all this other stuff. Like, unless you're making them and you're like an art major, it's got to be something. I don't know.
Right? And like I don't know, just like a Yeti. Like I don't know. Do you always see those people who always have like videos of them on top of the mountain, and And then you read the comments, everyone's like, it's clearly edited. If you knew anything about anything, you can see. I'm like, fuck you. Let me believe in it for like a hot second, Gerald, you piece of shit. But
Yeah, come
I
on,
don't.
Gerald.
I get into those conspiracy ones and stuff like that. Usually, I'll start watching a little bit, and then it kind of depends. If I see one of them, I go, "Ah, this is clearly fucking stupid." But there's also those ones where like, "Hey, this can't be anything other than Bigfoot." And I'm like, you have my full fucking attention. Yes. Where is this son of a bitch? But
Yep. Could you
I
imagine
always
that your whole career? I'm a Bigfoot hunter. Oh,
right.
okay.
It's like, what's your record? Oh, and 352. But we feel good about the next one.
Yep. Season 3 coming to you. This the season that we'll find him.
And like I just assume that he looks like the Jack Link's Sasquatch version. Like that's what I want him to look like. And I want
Oh,
him to
for
be
sure.
just as strong and have the desire and craving for beef jerky as well.
All of the beef jerkies.
All of it.
All of it. All of the beef jerkies. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's almost like the same thing. I wonder how much people would actually care. Like we've always, oh, is there aliens and aliens? And not to go back to this alien talk, but the government releases this. Mexico is apparently showing alien bodies, and nobody seems to care. And does it get you too when you're on Snapchat and then you see those things and you have the really terrible, like targeted stories and stuff that to you? Like the other day, I had one that was like 20 pictures you'll never believe unless you see them or something. And the picture was like this thing that looked like a dragon back in the day. And I was like, there's no chance I'm clicking this because it's
Right.
click 3 seconds of a picture, a video, 30-second ad, 3 more seconds of video, 30-second ad. And I'm like, not going to get me, not going to get me. What I do look is every once in a while, for some reason, I see a lot of Iron Sanctuary and Just Being John, formerly known as Beer Bong John. I see their stuff. I'm not exactly sure why. Don't hate it. Iron Sanctuary, what a stud. Been hitting that
Stud.
gym, doing the sexy Christmas stuff. Woo!
Stud. I mean that a lot of those clickbait things remind me of like those magazines that you'd always see in the grocery store growing up, the National Enquirer. Remember those? Just like
Mm-hmm.
which some of that shit always become true. So you're like, damn, how much of this other shit's actually fucking not so far fetched? You know what I mean? That's how they get you. They throw in a little bit of truth and a lot of false, you know. But that's what that
Kind of
shit
like our
reminds me of.
podcast.
And there's also never any sexy singles in my area. Ever.
Ever.
I've
And
always
there's not a
tried.
pill that's going to make it that much bigger,
No.
allegedly.
No, and I see it grow on the sub banner thing, and I'm like, where is that for me? This no, no. Now I will say too that oh, I lost it. Never mind. I won't say anything.
You won't say
Damn it.
anything. It'll come back to you in a minute. It'll come back.
Oh,
And while you're
what?
there, it is.
Oh, so there. Sorry. Yeah. Whenever they talk about the sexy singles, I live in a very, very small town. Okay, and they're like, this person lives right next to you. I was like, I would know if that person lived near me. Okay, I would know. And if they looked like that, definitely would know. They were very, very acrobatic with their positioning skills. So, what
Mm-hmm.
her name? They said
Yeah.
her name was Kim. Congrats, Kim.
Yeah, there's only 3 Kims in town, and none of them look like that Kim.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Now
yeah.
there is one that's like
But
80.
it
I would still give her a holler.
probably works for most people, I'd have to imagine, especially in big cities and bigger areas. I mean, we live in such a small town. Like I said, when you graduate with about 10 to 30 people in your class, yeah, you're going to know who's on there. And like on my house, there's about 8 houses on the entire house. That's 2 miles long. You're going to know. You're going to know who's there. It's not like all of a sudden you have this, scandalous teacher that has made $2 million on OnlyFans since she was fired for having an OnlyFans. It's not like that. There's not going to be one of those teachers that are just hiding in a small town like that. And if they are, good for you. I mean, do your thing. Do your thing. I mean, why would you want to, make $30,000 to $50,000 when you can make millions and enjoy yourself? Good for them.
Yeah, we don't have any of
Good
those
for them.
diamonds who like it rough. I mean, a diamond in the rough. We don't have any of that.
Same. No, we don't. I heard something on a podcast the other day, and I wanted to do no research on this, but I knew it was extreme enough that I was going to ask Brandon J as well, being the food daddy, and this kind of aligns maybe with something, but I'm going to ask you anyways because it's on my notes. Drinking your own pee, if it's healthy, and it could add 10 to 15 extra years on your life, would you do it? And how much would you try if you tried it for the first time just to see if you liked it? You're not into, coffee and tea and a lot of stuff. I have to imagine it'd be harder for you to maybe just.
Yeah, that's and you think it'd be an encouragement to want to live 10 to 15 years longer. Have you seen the quality of life past like 80?
Nah,
It's
kind
usually
of.
not the best. It's
Doesn't
very
appear
hit or
great.
miss. Unless I got to start drinking Dr. Pepper, the only time that you ever see anybody who's past 100 that looks like they're, what's the secret? I drank 13 Dr. Peppers a day. It's like, ugh, that sounds
And a
terrible. Kill me.
pack of Marlboro Slims.
Oh yeah, like the Virginia Slims and shit like that
Or
too.
Virginia.
Yeah, that's the
You could
thing.
tell I don't. You could tell I don't smoke. I was using keywords: Marlboro Slims and whatever else.
They're decades,
Anyways,
those cheap cigarettes too. They're always like, "What's the key to success? Go to the casino and play bingo." And I'm like, I like that.
we
That
need to
sounds like
bring
a great
back
idea.
smoking in the bars.
I used to hold my baby and smoke 3 cigarettes at a time. I don't understand why they keep bitching.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
It is tough to see though somebody that does like chain smoke, where there's always one in their mouth and they light the next one with the one in their mouth, and it's just constantly going. Like
yeah.
I've been on job sites and just seen some of these people, and it's just like holy shit,
Some of them don't even let them, they
that's a
don't even
lot.
smoke it. They just let it burn half the time, and they're like, "Oh, I gotta light another one." I was like, "Aren't those things like $10 a pack now? Like, I would smoke it, enjoy it a little bit, But
Hmm.
I'm cheap.
And it's bullshit. Smokers, they get the life. You know what I mean? And maybe businesses are like, you're gonna have a little less of a life. So I mean, they get all the smoke breaks. They get all this extra. They get their own designated spot to smoke, so they have like their own cool hangout, like clubhouse and stuff. And you know what I mean? But you know what? I know what really pissed me off, the guys that or not guys, the people that decide to smoke and then they just chuck them wherever. Like, you're so goddamn lazy. You're making the decision. Just go put it in the goddamn not the butt hut, the whatever they call them, butt
The
hut. That could be
dispenser
a
thing.
pretty
I know
good
what you're
name.
talking about. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just drop it in there. Put them in a can. Have your own can. You're gonna visit that place quite a bit. Just do it and just drop it in the goddamn thing. Because then maybe the oh shit, these cigarette companies are like, you know what? We want you to throw them on the ground, because then kids that have to pick them up for community service, they're going to pick them up and be like, oh, I wonder if these things are any good. And then they're going to start smoking, and they're always going to have customers. They're building customers for life by littering and just throwing them everywhere. And you ever seen the people that go through those cigarette things that are on tough times?
Yes.
They're going through those and picking them out and finding the good ones.
Unfortunately, usually outside of a casino.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's no bueno. And and I don't understand the lack of courtesy too with some of these smokers. No offense to those of you that do smoke, but why is it
No,
that whenever
fuck
you
them.
enter a building that you're like, hey, let me just go ahead and smoke this real quick, and then come into this building that doesn't smoke in it, that you may have to speak to somebody who doesn't smoke, and then it's just right in their face. Say if you don't smoke the devil's lettuce, would you
Mm-hmm.
be upset if somebody was hot boxing in their car, walked up, threw it out, and then losing my voice, proceeded to speak to you with that dank smell? You'd be like, couldn't you have done that sooner before you got here? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
both of you.
Yep. Or the ones that take that big last puff before they walk in there and have to smell and breathe clean air for a certain amount of time, but then they walk in and then do that. Then they exhale it into the building. They're just like
Yes.
they're just like walk in, take a couple steps, and like, listen, you're not a dragon. I don't know what the hell's going on. Nobody thinks that's cool. Maybe that's like your, intimidation thing, or you know how like dogs have to pee on top of the other dog's pee to show dominance. Maybe that's your thing. It's not working. It's not
Yeah.
working.
It's not even a cool magic trick, nothing like. And then if you're at a sporting event too, where you have to be there for an hour and 15 minutes, and you see people outside at the ball field just lighting up, and I'm like, you can't wait an hour, bro? Like, what the fuck? And we're outside. I was like, yeah, but it says no tobacco and drinking on campus. What are you, some sort of narc? And I was like, touche. I'll go fuck myself. I'll go eat my popcorn. Fuck me.
It is a weird thing. Like, yeah, I mean, they've with the cannabis and everything, they've evolved with, edibles and this and that. Like if they have nicotine gum and they have nicotine patches and they they have all that stuff. If you can't go an hour or something, wouldn't that be the move?
Yeah, I would
Or
think so.
is it more the nicotine that they're going for, or is it just the habitual, like they just really love the feeling of just smoking, like the lighting, the there, you know what I mean? Maybe it's just a habitual thing that they're like, "Ugh, an hour of this,
Maybe.
like,
At that point, get yourself one of those little uh, vapes, that have the nicotine in it and stuff like that. So if you need some of that nicotine, or if you need the act of smoking, run to the car real quick, take a couple hits of that bad boy. Not that I've ever done anything with a similar product,
no, of course
never,
not,
but
never.
it makes games more enjoyable.
I bet it does. See, I have I pretty much all the games that I'm going to, I'm coaching, so that's not an option for this guy, either of them. Not that I do anyways, but
Mike McDaniels does
yes,
it.
it's true. It's true. Different levels of coaching, and he's got a much bigger brain and a better paycheck because he gets paid. I do not. So
Yeah,
there's
but he has
that. It
more
feels like
eyes
I'm
on
doing.
him.
It's true. Very true. I don't have many eyes, and especially in the girl sports, not a lot of not a lot of viewers and fans for that. But so I know we tiptoed around it. So how much pee you trying of your own for the first
Oh
time? You doing
shit!
like
Yeah,
shot
there's
glass? You doing like 16 ouncer? You doing 40 ouncer? 2 liter?
so I
Sip?
think the only thing I got going for me is I usually drink water and Sprite, so it's usually clear. I feel like the more yellow it would be, the more I would be deterred away from doing it. Um, so I
Like,
don't
could
know.
you
I could
imagine
probably
taking a sip of that first piss in the morning? Like, it's
no.
not a good time. There's no way. And these people that say
Ugh.
drink and pee is healthy, there's no way that it can be good. Urine and shit is being removed from the body, and it's all of the bad stuff from the
Yeah,
body. That's how the body works. I'm pretty sure it filters everything, and then you get rid of the bad stuff. Why would you want to put the bad stuff back into you?
right. Like how much of that is going to be diluted? Like how much quality are you getting through just redoing
Yeah, it's
it?
not a Brita. Our bodies aren't a Brita. You're not supposed to put the water in just to piss it out and then drink it again, thinking it's going to clean itself again, and then drink it again and have it clean itself again, right? Like,
We need some sort of doctor to come in here to call in and just be like, actually, and I'm like, cool, whatever. I did not go to school for this. Enlighten me, nerd.
I'm pretty sure
Enlighten
there
me.
there is a lot of scientific evidence that says drinking your own urine is not good for you. I'm pretty
Um,
sure.
but Gold or not Gold, Austin Powers said it was sterile, and he liked the taste.
Hmm. Let's ask. Let's see. Is drinking pee good for you? There are no health benefits to ingesting urine. Any other drink is likely to involve fewer health risks. While in small amounts, urine is unlikely to cause harm, it will not offer benefits either. That's from WebMD. I feel like that's a good one.
See, they also say that I have every cancer in the book every time that I get nervous.
Oh, see, I stopped doing that. I worked in a hospital for a very long time, and I would always hear people saying how, well, this person said that they looked this up, and then, nah, just one of those things. I know that most people in healthcare, at least around here, pretty much rely on some kind of WebMD or some kind of doctor book to look up symptoms and stuff and come to a conclusion, unless it's a scan or something like that. But I'm not going to look it up. Like, why would I look it up to go there to have somebody else look up the same stuff? And let's be honest, most of the time, if you do, I have to imagine it's like only see a doctor if it gets to this stage. Most of it's
Yep.
like it will heal. Like our bodies, like we were just talking about, it's going to filter out the bad stuff so you can pee. Our bodies, for the most part, thankfully, we're in fairly good health for the health that we are and the age that we are. Like our bodies are pretty goddamn cool. I mean, the liver, you can beat the shit out of it. It kind of rejuvenates. You know what I mean? We're filtering things. It's pretty resilient. Of all the animals and creatures to be, we got pretty good for however long we're here.
We did. We did. We're very fortunate. It's no, I sometimes whenever I'm staying up late doing my thing, I'll feel something in my chest and I'm like, ah, here it is. It's it.
That's
This
the
is the
one.
heart attack. Where's the baby aspirin? This might be it. And then I'm just like, No, I don't know what that was. I must have just had indigestion.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, all better. All right. Yeah.
No,
Man,
go
I
ahead.
had a freeze pop for the first time last night. I was feeling pretty good. Was on the Copper John show. I was sipping a little whiskey, having a good time. Which, hey, in January we got a little bourbon coming to the show. So hopefully, all you
Oh,
bourbon lovers, stay tuned. Pretty excited about this one. And yeah, so I was feeling pretty good. And I was like, you know what? I'm having a free and then as soon as it hit, would have to imagine it was like an addict. The first time, the first hit again, and I was just like, oh, I missed you so much, freeze pops. For anybody who doesn't know, addicted to freeze pops. I mean, I was 2 or 3 a day, if not more, and I was like, they're not that bad for you. I mean, yeah, they're sugary, but there's worse things. Like, am I gonna, right before bed eat cheese or zebra cakes or Christmas tree things? Yeah, probably. But then I just thought, hey, have a freeze pop or something before bed. Not terrible. But
you just
between the combinations of that and maybe decades of drinking hard and the gout, it was there. And I don't want this shit back. I don't want it back. But one of my buddies said that he battled gout, had it one time. Dude barely drinks, eats healthy, very active, like good shape and all this stuff. And I'm like, like you look at some people and you're like, that motherfucker's had gout before.
oh, for
That
sure.
mother. And then you look at him and when he said it, I was like, there's no goddamn way. No way you've had it. He's like, seriously, it sucked. I thought I broke my foot. And I'm like, son of a bitch, how did you get it? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, huh, okay.
I know
I'm going back to
it's
the freeze pops.
crazy. Well, that's and the thing about freeze pops, or just like I was a slut for them bomb pops,
Oh,
and
yeah.
because it's like
America.
whenever you get in that mood, you're like, oh, I'm really thirsty. I'm also really hungry, and it's like this will take
Mm.
care of both those problems. I'm gonna go get a
Mm-hmm.
bomb pop, And now, are you do you bite your pops? Like if you're eating a bomb pop, are you biting it?
Biting it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I,
Nice.
I don't know. I have a weird thing. Like, I'm not going to sit there and intimately suck the bomb pop. And not that I care that people do, but it's just not my style. I mean, it's not like, am I going to grab a hot dog and like suck all the condiments off first and then eat the hot dog or put more condiments on it? No, I'm going to eat it, chew it, and then piss it out and then not drink my own urine.
I feel like this is one of those tests that we just need to see visually first. So if you don't mind just grabbing a hot dog, and if you would just slather a whole bunch of just chili on it and just suck that bad boy clean for me.
Hmm. I would have to grab the mustache, mate, though, because I've really let the mustache go, and this thing is a filter of just the. I mean, now when I eat, I have to have like an actual towel because I'm sick of wasted paper towels. So I have a towel or a washcloth, and it's just like bite, bite. It's a thing, and whenever I smile, it looks like I have one tooth or two teeth missing in the front, so it's pretty awesome. I always notice that I'm just like, oh, it looks like I don't have teeth. Which,
couldn't
whatever.
couldn't relate. This mustache is the thinnest part of my body, unfortunately. So this is as good as it gets.
It's very, very, very good. Speaking of good, I have this. This maybe it becomes a segment, maybe it doesn't. But randomly, we were talking about Instagram earlier, and I came across this account. Thanks to the TikTok algorithm, it's called, and maybe you've seen it before. It's a very popular account. It's called Mugshots, like shorties, but like
Right.
slang. And it's an entire Instagram account that is mugshots of females. So I thought maybe we'd show them up, tell the story, maybe try to guess, what they're in for, if it does say, or yeah, it does say actually. And we'll say you can say smash or pass, or we'll guess potentially what they're in for. I'm going to try to come up with a way to whatever. We'll just show the picture. It does have the description. I don't know if you can see it or not, but here we go. Here's the first one. First one. This
Oh,
is
damn.
it does I don't think it says the name, but you have any guesses of what this person
Um,
is in?
the neck tattoo, hot. I don't know what it is. I'm like, Mamacita, fucking. I hope I'm gonna guess. She had to stab somebody. She don't look like somebody you'd fuck with. I'm gonna say she stabbed somebody or
Yeah.
severely
For
injured them.
for anybody that's just listening, can you describe this neck tattoo to them?
Um, man, it is it's an eyeball with some severely good looking eyelashes. They
Hmm.
look they don't look fake. They look like they're her actual eyelashes. The eyeball is severely red, but it's on where I'm assuming the Adam's apple would be, and it looks like is the eye part of some sort of Asian wording? Is what it looks like.
Yeah, it's got some kind of design. I'm not sure what it is because it's got like the line on the top, a down, a curl.
Yeah, it
I
looks like
would
an
have to imagine
R.
it stands for something.
Oh, it looks
What's
like an
ironic though, the
R.
lashes on her neck tattoo are nice, and she doesn't really have any.
She does not. She does not. She does
Hmm.
have a couple face tattoos, one under each eye. She has one name, it looks like, above an eyebrow. I'm assuming a child. She looks like someone who probably doesn't believe. The only protection she believes in is the Second Amendment. She
Hmm.
likes the raw dog for sure. Super
Hmm.
cute, though. She has some braided hair. Um, damn,
Do
I'm
like the
just, yeah.
braid look.
And it looks like there's a butterfly on that neck tattoo as well, off to the side.
Hmm.
Um,
Butterfly
heavily
kisses.
good. And it's not a small neck tattoo. I'm 80% of the neck is covered for those of you that can't see
Hmm.
it.
Hmm. Yeah, it looks like there's something on the side as well, maybe an area code or something. The one piercing that always got me is the one that's like near the eye. Like that's got to
Yeah,
be. I don't know how you do that. Don't want to know how you do it, but that's always an interesting one to have an almost eye piercing that matches a nose, but her ears aren't pierced.
that
Hmm.
is weird. Yeah, yeah, nose piercing, and then the like you said, what do you even call that? The upper cheek. I know these are dermals or whatever, but what's I don't know what
I
that one
have no
is.
idea. If there's anybody listening and can come on next week and wants to be a guest on the show, a caller in that is like a tattoo artist, a piercer, or anything like that, please come in. So we can ask you some questions. We'll promote your business and your side hustle. But she actually was arrested for aggravated assault on an officer, a firefighter, and EMT, and resisting arrest without violence. So I don't get that. I mean, she aggravated assault on them, but then maybe then resisted arrest without violence. I don't know what happened. It's
Hmm.
confusing to me, but it was definitely violence. So you definitely did nail that one.
She looks scrappy for sure.
Yeah, yeah, definitely scrappy. Let's go right for the next one.
Oh, she looks like, the mom next door. So,
Hmm.
oh, you know what? I'm gonna go dark. So she looks like a teacher. I'm gonna say doing the naughty with somebody underage.
Ooh, she does give off teacherish vibes or secretary vibes or something. And to
Yeah.
be honest, I haven't looked at these. These are the brand new ones. This one came out 23 hours ago. I haven't seen pretty much any of these. I was saving this for the show, so I don't know what these are either. I'm going to stare at the picture, not read the description. So, your guess was that larceny and criminal attempt at larceny. She's a nanny that stole $25,000 from the family she was working for.
See, she was definitely throwing off like educator vibes or watching young children.
Hmm.
Yeah, I could see that. The middle part in the middle, she has that all American look, the ear, the piercing, the nose ring. That's what changed her ways. She was
Hmm.
a good girl until she got the nose ring, and then she changed her ways and started stealing money from her family. That's what Grandma
Yeah.
said.
I have to imagine came from a good family, good heart. I'm gonna blame a dude on this one. I think there was a guy got involved in her life and then just put the little bug in her head that was like, listen, these people are so rich they have a nanny. Let's get some more out of them. Let's get some more, some more, some more. Let's buy us a house. Let's buy us a car together. Let's rent a new apartment. Let's I mean, come on, we deserve this. They're rich. They won't miss it.
Them
That's my
eyes look like
that's my
she's in a
guess.
little drugs. Maybe she's like, hey, I could do several dump bumps, which is 25 grand.
Hmm. I love the comments though. The favorite thing, there's a couple that stand out. The first one is steal from the rich and give to the poor. Call her Shoddy Hood. And I'm sure that there's names that get released in articles, so maybe these people are seeing more of the new stuff. And then it says maybe if they paid her a livable wage, she wouldn't have to steal from them. Redistribution of income and wealth is now a crime. If your family is sweating 25 large, maybe you can't afford a nanny. Nobody's going to talk about how they made record profits and said no Christmas bonus this year. Typical media bias. SMDH. What's that mean?
No,
SMDH.
I
Shake my damn
guess
head.
yes. Shake my damn head. Yeah. And then
Nailed it.
I guess we didn't mention smash the first one, smash the second one as well. She has them
Agree.
DSLs.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. All right. Let's go 3. Oh, I guess that just says it.
Yeah.
This is an edit from, apparently somebody sent this edit. So added the bottom one. So apparently this was, we'll skip upon this one. Obviously it says what it is. This is an edit. We're moving past this one.
She looks crazy. Oh no, damn. When they say, "Do you believe in love at first sight?" Yes. I don't care what she did. I love her. 100% smash. I'm gonna say stole a car. I don't know.
I mean, that she kind of, I mean, I know your love at first sight. Like, I'm scared. Something about the way that she's looking, it gives me serial killer vibes. Like, even that right eye is either up a little bit, or when she did her thing, she just wanted like permanent The Rock kind of eye. The our left, her right, just kind of stare like she's staring at me. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have a nightmare. I mean, is she pretty? Oh, yeah, yeah, but she's pretty fucking scary. Um, Battery, touch, or strike, domestic violence. So she's beating the shit out of her partner, right?
Oh, she can beat the shit out of my dick. You know what? And you talk about she looks like the Rock with the eyebrow. She does a little bit. And I want to smell what she's cooking. I would spend $15
Oh,
on a jar of her farts. She is
so,
breathtaking.
so you're gonna bail her out.
Oh, immediately. I've already took, the second and third mortgage out on the house just to make sure that she's taken care of.
Top comment says, "I'm not saying she's gay, but she doesn't look straight."
That is funny though, because she does have, I don't know what it is about the eyes, but it definitely looks like they're
Yeah,
going out. She's got them gecko
yeah,
eyes.
yeah. The one with the eyebrow is looking one way. The other one is potentially the other way. And then the second comment, I EYE wonder what she did. Predators have front-facing eyes while prey have side-facing eyes. Thus, Shawty here cannot possibly be the aggressor, and she should be freed. Shout out Slugginator for the comment of the post.
Oh my god, that's the
Then I
best
like
one.
this correction guy IRL comment. No, no worries, officer. I'll take her off your hands. I bet
I
you will,
mean,
you pervert.
she's definitely looking at multiple men at the same time. Can't trust her.
Here's one. Okay, so you have to wear a helmet when you date her. That's just a minor inconvenience.
Worth it. Worth it.
Worth it. All right, let's do another one because this is fun. Ooh,
She has a mustache, right?
it appears so. I believe this is going to be our first unanimous pass. Um,
Send her to jail for life. I don't know what she did. It could have been jaywalking, but she deserves the slammer.
and maybe it's a little bit worse of a shot. Does already have the correction outfit on, no makeup, messed up hair. You can it appears this person has been in jail for a little bit already. Where I think the benefit of some of the other ones are like they're coming in looking fairly okay already. You know what I mean? Makeup, hair done. You know, they have the benefit of getting their mugshot that way. This one, I don't know what went down, but this one's straight like been in jail before mugshot. And I'm not sure how the whole arrest thing goes or where it's from, but what's the guess on this one? My guess is it has to be something pretty bad if she's already in the inmate outfit, or maybe this was a previous one from the another time she was there.
I was gonna say writing bad checks or some shit.
Hmm. I'm gonna say like murder. I'm going extreme.
Damn. Damn.
Um, Hit and run. Okay, it was a hit and run.
Okay. That seems
Hmm.
that seems about right. Her eyes also look disproportionate. Like one of them looks severely bigger than the other.
Yeah. Yeah. I love this this comment right here. Most likes of the ones in there. Obviously, the description says mug shorties, hit and run. Armando de la Verde, That's what I would do with her, to be honest. Well played, Armando.
Same, same. Oh.
Not my toe says not hot enough. Lock her up.
I'm just glad that everyone has the same consensus of what beauty is, like what the standard definition of beauty is. We all have, and I'm thinking the lighting on the upper lip just does her no favor whatsoever.
None.
That
None.
mustache is thicker than mine by a mile.
She looks crazy. Like she looks like she's staring through our souls right now, and I don't care for it much.
She eats ass for sure.
Oh, all of the ass. Somebody says in the comments that she kind of looks like the Mona Lisa.
I was thinking it was. When's the last time you've seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
It's been a while. I
So this
haven't
would
seen
have
any
been
of the
like.
newer stuff.
So that, I mean, same. So it would have been like
If there
the
is even
first
newer stuff.
couple seasons. It was the one where Dennis was married to the chick. It was like the sister to one of the Doyle's or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, yeah,
Looks
yeah.
just like that bitch. Is kind of the
With the
vibe that I
tooth
was getting.
thing?
Yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's who that
Gotcha.
reminds me
Yeah,
of.
I could see that. I could see that. Huh. All right. Let's do one more. Let's do one more before we move on here. And this could be a new weekly thing. Mugshotties with the boys. This one's
Oh,
creepy. She looks
okay,
crazy. Does she not?
yeah, yeah. Um, looks. I must say almost an educator, but she looks like she keyed your car 100%. Like she found out you were cheating. She's got that look. She's like, I know I did it, and I do it again too, motherfucker. Like she has no remorse whatsoever.
No,
100%.
she is when you're smiling in your mugshot, you're either still high, still drunk, or just nuts. Like they finally got me. This is awesome. I'm gonna smile and look like this because I know I'm gonna be all over the news. Are you happy, Dad? Are you? That's
That's
the vibes I'm getting. She looks crazy. Already I have to imagine well, that's either scrubs or inmate outfit. I can't call it. I'm gonna say inmate outfit already.
see it to me. It almost looked like Scrubs, but you're probably right. It probably
Oh,
is
there's
the
a
inmate
second
outfit.
picture. Okay. That's the second picture.
It's the inmate outfit
Okay.
because her hair
Still
was
crazy.
braided and now it's down.
Yeah. Pretty revealing inmate outfit, right? Like the neck
Yeah,
seems to go, if she was very well endowed, I feel like there'd be a little too much showing for prison, right? Although I've never been to a prison, thankfully, let alone a woman's facility, but I feel like they'd lock those up, right?
new kink unlocked. You would think, but I'm currently as we're speaking right now, I'm applying for the women's correctional facility near my area.
There you go. Hey, probably pays pretty good. Probably pays
You would
pretty good.
think.
Great
You would think.
benefits.
What did she do though? Like what was the
The description says
probably
two for
killed
one
somebody?
special: domestic violence, fair, and malicious destruction of property. So could have keyed a car. Could have keyed a car. You're good at this.
Dude, when you make eye contact at the camera and you smile, that one, and again, the other ones they had the mom or the teacher looking vibe. It's just, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but I feel like we were dead fucking on today.
Yeah, we're gonna end that on a high note. But I'm gonna leave this in the notes because there is a I'm gonna show you this one. Like this one pops out because this is one of the most liked ones. I have to imagine the comments are wild in this one, and this was a week ago, so sorry if we do bring this up. But I was getting ready to close it out, and I saw how many likes this one got. Yeah, what are you thinking about this?
I don't know what it is. So I know a lot of people probably think that she's pretty cute, but her eyes look so fucking close to her goddamn nose. It almost looks like a dude to me. I don't know. The jawline is so defined. It's almost like a Matt Rife jawline.
I
Um,
thought it was one of the Hanson brothers.
it kind of yeah. So I'm gonna
Like,
say
are you gonna
no on
sing
the
"Mbop" to me
smashing.
while you're in jail?
I mean, there's far worse people. I'm being extremely shallow, but I'm gonna say no. And this person looks like, man, I don't know. She looks like she'd probably damage something too, but I'm gonna say drugs.
Okay. Um, Man, this is a different kind of crazy. I don't know. This could be, like I said, she's looking directly at the camera again. Got that just serial killer vibes. Don't think she's quite up for serial killing because I feel like it would have went way more viral. Like, good looking Hanson brother or one of the Hanson sisters. It becomes a serial killer or something. But man, it doesn't look druggy though, right? Like she doesn't look like a. I'm gonna go out and say that she met a guy and she got caught up with the guy selling drugs. She was there, so she got arrested because they raided the house. That's what I'm gonna go
Guilty by
with. And the answer
association.
is, yeah, reckless driving. Reckless driving.
Okay, I can see that. She looks like she's trying to go for like a Brooke Shields type look. She's trying too hard. She's trying to
Mm-hmm.
overcompensate for that mole on the lip, I think is what it is.
Mm-hmm. What's that female NASCAR driver? Must be related to her.
Danica Patrick.
Yeah, it's Danica Patrick's cousin. What do we
It
got for
does.
comments here? All these dudes talking shit, but I'd still hit it. That's what Tomboy Heaven says. Clint says kind of looks like a dude. GNOF Singer says, "What's her Insta handle?"
Does she have a sneaky link?
But somebody did comment, a Veronica Caval. People hella mean. Don't hurt my feelings. Damn. Maybe that wouldn't that be wild if that was actually her?
So it was Veronica who?
Is
Oh,
that her?
no. Uh,
Eh? It's got the same marks.
I'm seeing the mole. Oh, she looks cute there.
It might be her. Somebody says, "What's wrong with your toes?"
I'm again. So since I don't have that as a thing for me, I'm not big in the feet. I never look at the fucking toes
Same.
ever. But I always see people are always like, "I like your third toe," and I'm like, "The fuck."
So this has to be some weird spam account, I would have to imagine, because the name is Veronica Caval, but it says Ronnie K. Or Veronica maybe goes by Ronnie. I guess that could happen. But then it
Yeah,
says, "I'll think
that
of
makes
something
more
clever
sense.
one of these days. Follow Nurse Injector V." I'm scared to
You have
click
to click
it.
on it.
I'm gonna
It's gonna
unshare
be
the screen for the
dangerous.
click.
Yes. Damn it.
Just I just brought to
Put
another
it.
account. Apparently, if it is the one, experience injector in Virginia for Botox and some other words that I'm not gonna even try to pronounce. But yeah, the Botox stuff. So and
How
it's
did
her
somebody
picture.
know that's who that was?
That person commented. So I wonder if she saw the post and commented on it. You know what I mean? Like she was like, "Oh, I wonder if I'm ever gonna make the Shotties thing because I have a mugshot going viral," and then commented.
Shawty's like a melody in my head.
That's been going in my head the whole time since I
Same.
saw this one. So there's a lot of mugshots in there, and maybe we'll kick it back, or maybe I'll handpick a couple to go over because there's a lot. There's going to be some ones that you're going to go, whoa! Like there is one that looks like she just got done like with a beauty pageant in a
What?
correctional facility. I'll show you. I
Okay,
mean, this is
just
the
yeah.
last one. Then we'll get
We'll
out of
end on
here.
one more.
Yeah. I mean, tell me that this one doesn't scream like I just got done with some kind of fashion show or something. Like dolled up, big old earrings, big old smile.
How the hell do they allow her to have those earrings in prison? Are they made out of like the tin from the trays they're served food in? What the fuck? They are big, and
Huge
she
earrings.
does. This has got to be like Texas. You know what I mean? Like this is.
Small town. It's got to be like instead of like state prison, it's probably like a small county. You know what I mean? Like I
She
feel like
is.
where I'm from, my area is so small, we don't have a jail, so you have to go to the county jail. There isn't
Yep.
like a local one. So you either have to go, yeah,
Uh,
depending where you get arrested. But yeah, I mean, so what do you think this one did? Again, she's got the eyelashes done, the makeup, the lipstick, hair still done, but in scrub, the correction outfit, which is confusing.
huh. Let's see. So she's big into jewelry. She I'm gonna say she stole. She shoplifted. Winona
Yeah,
Ryder.
she gives some kind of but maybe it throws you off. Like she definitely gives like a I shoplifted or you know what I mean. I didn't. You know what? I'm gonna go on a limb here. I'm gonna say hit and run, just like the last one. Maybe she got,
I
maybe
see
she was
that.
on her phone. She was, spilled her Starbucks something, and just hit somebody in a crosswalk or something like that. The answer is unauthorized use of credit or debit card.
I
Yeah.
see it. I see it for sure.
So what probably happened? They were going through a nasty breakup, her and her partner, and still had access to the cards, and probably just was like, "I'm buying some $20,000 earrings. That'll show him." That's why the earrings are so
God,
important to her.
those things look massive. They look like they're gonna like power some sort of spaceship. Like
Mm-hmm.
gigantic crystals is what they look
I
like.
feel like if we stare at them too much longer, next thing you know, we're going to be either abducted by alien, or Bigfoot is going to start having intercourse with us, or we're going to start drinking our own urine. So I'm going to take that off the screen. We are going to be done with that one. What I'm going to do
I'm
is
all
so we
bricked
know which
up.
ones we looked at. I'm going to like the ones on my Instagram. This is going to be good for the algorithm that we looked at. So if we do this, if we happen to do this segment again, we know which ones we looked at because it'll have a heart. And neither of us will remember. So any of the viewers, if you see us doing this again, and if you ended up liking this segment, let us know. I thought that was kind of fun. I don't know what it is with us in all sorts of stuff about prison, because remember we were going to have a pen pal
That's
with a
right.
prisoner. Never worked out. But at the end of the day, I can't really be the one that writes things because I have probably the worst penmanship of the group. Can't really have Brandon. I mean, he uses his real name on social media stuff. Can't really have him, and he's kind of a pretty big public figure. So I guess it's you. You're gonna have to be the one that has a pen pal with a prisoner that we'll have to find out.
I'm down. I hopefully they allow Polaroids so they can send nudes
Mm-hmm.
in the mail as well, old
Heck
fashioned way,
yeah,
via the Pony
new.
Express. That's the way God intended it.
We did we did an event for Tyson last night where he wanted to, as a thank you, he wanted to give away a bunch of stuff. So we had a bunch of content creators give away $100 custom package of Copper John stuff. We each picked out, what we wanted, $100 or under. People signed up, and then they gave it away. So
That's awesome.
he was sitting there asking me about something, and I was just like, yeah, yeah. And I did Louisiana Mud. Love the Louisiana Mud soap. It does turn red. So I was like, hey, the first time you're using it, if you happen to look down, you're using the soap, see a bunch of red in the toilet, and I said toilet instead of shower, and you see a little red, it's not blood. And they're all laughing at me. I'm like, oh, like you said toilet. I'm like, wait, so you guys don't take a little chunk of soap and put it in front of the bidet, so when it hits, it's actually having a little bit of soap water mixture to clean your butt? And they're like, wait, what? You really? And I kind of said it in a, I'm like, yeah, you guys don't. And then all of a sudden I'm thinking, I'm like, shit, is that an idea? Is that the $1 million idea I just gave away to in the Copper John stream? I'm like, damn. But
They should come up
yeah,
with
so
their
he
own
ended up giving
scent
away
for
a bunch
that.
of that and a $250 gift card. Just a good time connecting with some good people. So
What if you
that's
just
why I
tap
was
in
up a
the
little late.
bidet for? Oh, I mean, I don't doubt it. Those events last for a while too. So, but
Over
with the
two
bidet,
hours.
just tapping a line for Listerine. That's a long time. Just spray
Uh
some
huh.
minty fucking just Listerine on your asshole.
Yeah. I heard a bidet joke that I don't know how appropriate it is for here. So I will say goodbye because I just looked at the clock. We're over an hour, and then I will tell you the joke backstage. So that way everybody can get out of here. You guys are all probably pretty excited for us. People that are watching, you just got to see Mugshotties. You guys probably are going to go all follow them and sing the song in your head and go check out Inmates and that you would smash or pass. But either way, can't thank you guys enough for listening. Go check out all the friends of the show, Deluxe Edition Network, Sasquatch Tea Company. Check out Yuban Whakinov.com. We got some stuff potentially heading over there. Check them out on all the social medias. Check out Brandon J. McDermott. And if you want to check out Beard Law, it's cool. If not, the hell with it. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. We stink. But either way, we record on Sundays. We're gonna go enjoy football. Yuban's team has a big game. My daughter is pretty excited. Her team plays my mom's favorite team, so they're going to hang out and talk some smack and going to have ourselves a good little day. It's 50 where I'm at, and it's supposed to be really cold, so I don't know what the hell's going on. Let's go enjoy our day. And again, this is Thursday the 14th. Go buy your Christmas presents and do what we did. Go to a thrift shop. Buy some people some presents that they probably would never imagine they would get in their life, and it's gonna find some funny stuff. That's what we do. I'm not the boss. You do whatever you want. But either way, we're out of here. Can't thank you guys enough. We'll see you next week. Check out Triple T every Tuesday live at 9 p.m. Okay, that's all I got. You got anything else?
Be kind to your buttholes.
Yeah, be kind to your buttholes. Keep your sticks on the ice. Smell you later.